Hi, this is Sri from Tech Talks AI. Today what we are going to do is we are going to start a very easy to follow step-by-step practical set of instructional videos on artificial intelligence, mainly machine learning. So if you can follow these, I can guarantee that you will clearly understand what is machine learning and the possibilities that it offers us. Okay, there are hundreds of videos on machine learning, hundreds of tutorials, but how I teach is slightly different. What I am going to do is I am going to show you how a traditional programmer is able to do something similar. So I'm not going to explain initially what is machine learning or what are the subcategories or what is artificial intelligence, etc. at this stage. I'm just going to ask you a question. Say you have the details of 100 apartments. What are the details? You have the area and the corresponding price. Clear? Now you are a programmer, and now somebody asks you, if I have an apartment that has this much area, can you predict the cost of such an apartment in this same locality? How will you calculate? Can you think of? Say if the area is 1500 square feet, price is maybe 10 lakhs. If area is 2000 square feet, price is 15 lakhs. And if the area is 2000 square feet, price is 20 lakhs, and so on. And if a new apartment comes and the area is 1800 square feet, can you predict the price of such an apartment? I'm sure you can do that. So let's begin with that as an exercise. So here I have a Jupyter notebook. It's very easy to use. You don't need to install anything on your laptop. All that you need to do is to visit this URL, colab.research.google.com. You can open a document like this, which is actually a Python development environment where you can type your Python code and execute it. It's very convenient. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a function to predict the price of a house. Can you see this? If I click on the left play button, this section of the code gets executed. So we have this function executed. Now we can make use of this function. So if you pass the area of an apartment or a house, it will return the price of that apartment. So far it's clear? Let's give it a try. Actually the units are not important. Okay, so I'll type print predict. I will type print predict house price and say the area 2000. Okay, so 300,000 is the price. Now how did we arrive at this price? Because some programmer has created a function which has some parameters built into it, using which the function could calculate the price of the house. Is clear? Now what is the parameter that is built into it? See, price per square feet. So this programmer checked with the nearby locality where this apartment or houses are and took a sample a collection of houses and found their prices and arrived at an average price per square feet. So the function has a parameter which is helping us to calculate the value based on the area. So far is clear? This is the traditional programming you will also be able to create such a function. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to do the same thing using machine learning. Okay, so here I have added the code required for machine learning. So here we will use a library called sklearn. It's a Python library, very popular machine learning library. From sklearn, we will choose a specific model called linear. It's actually called linear regression. So we import the model linear underscore model, and we call it linear regression. We could give it anything else as well. You can just have a short form of LR as well, but we'll keep that as linear regression. Now we don't know anything about this. Just be with me. We will see how it works. So this line is importing. First line is importing a library which has a functionality called linear regression. And then next is X. This is the convention. We use capital X to pass independent variables or the input variables. Okay, so we are passing 2000 and 2500. They represent the area of apartments or houses. So this is a sample data. Okay, so we will use only size. Okay, so I'll keep this so that I'll remember to talk about it. Okay, so X is clear. X is the input value of the area of the houses. And we have two sample values. It could be thousands of sample values, areas of different houses in a locality. Here we have small y, and this is the dependent variable, and here we will pass the prices of the house. So here, let me explain this. Okay, so here we have house 1, here we have house 2. Okay, corresponding to this house 1, we have this price. Corresponding to the second house, we have this price. So X and Y. So if we try to plot this, how will it look? We have the, say here we have the area, okay, and here we have the price. Okay, so when it is 2000, price is something like 300,000. Okay, this is 2000, and when it is 2500, the price is 350,000. Okay, so far is clear. So this data is fed into the model here. Okay, so here we are defining a model, and we are calling the library that we have imported the object linear regression. Okay, and then we will call the method called fit and pass this capital X and the small x to the input. Is this clear to all of you? So we have a sample data of 2 apartments, very simple example, and that sample data contains the area of the house and the price. This could be 2000 apartments, 2000 areas, and 2000 prices, but it should be formatted like this so that each area will have a corresponding value price. This is called sample data. And then we pass this to the linear regression machine learning model to create a model object. And we pass X and Y and we say fit. What it does is it will try to predict a straight line. Now you could be having several points of sample data. You could be having, say, 2000 different houses and their corresponding prices, and if you plot them, you will get something like this. Okay, some prices may be, some houses may be very big but very old, so it may not have high price, but still once you pass such a data to a linear regression, it will create a straight line that fits with least amount of errors. So far is clear? Now this is similar to our previous function that we created, where we had the price per square feet defined. Remember? See here, we had price per square feet. This price per square feet, programmer already knew with the help of experienced real estate agents, etc. But here, this linear regression fit is able to predict the best fit line. So far is clear? Now how will we make use of it? Let's run it first. Now we can call the predict function. So here we have used the fit function. Now we are going to use the predict function. Let's see this. See, it got the price 300,000. So what is the big deal? Why do we need such a library which is looking complicated? So what is the point? Why do we need such a library when we can easily program like how we did? Can you think? So here you relied on the programmer's ability to arrive at the price per square feet. But here when we use this linear regression, we didn't have to calculate the price per square feet. We could give this model the sample data with areas and corresponding prices, and the linear regression machine learning mechanism was able to figure out the best price per square feet. Now let's expand this. If we have to pass additional values like bedrooms, say parking, and distance to city, okay, crime rate in that locality. So if you have more parameters to your manually coded function, will you be able to program it? Can you think? It will be so complicated, like you will need to have the size, price per square feet, plus bedrooms into some factor, say 1.3. The function will become extremely complicated, is it? Now here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parameters or independent variables. Now these variables could be in thousands. So it is next to impossible to hand code such a function. This is where machine learning comes into play. Now here, if you have number of bedrooms, you can just specify like this. If you have the distance to the city, say 5 kilometers, you can specify them like this. Okay, 3 bedrooms, distance to 7 kilometers. So you could add large amount of sample data with all these parameters like this and their corresponding prices. Okay, 400,000, say 500 1000, something like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4 different sets of values, and then we are passing the corresponding prices. Okay, so all that we need is sample data with all these different types of inputs, independent variables like whatever we have seen, the size, bedrooms, parking, distance to city, crime rate, and so on. It's able to create a model, and then you can pass your new area, and here it gives error because we have only passed the area. So we need also to pass bedroom and say 4.5. Okay, so it's able to predict the value. Is this clear to all of you? This is a very popular machine learning mechanism called linear regression. If you can understand this, the journey will become absolutely smooth. So that is it for today's video. We will see other aspects of machine learning in coming days. Thank you for your time. Please remember to like, subscribe, and give your comments, and any other new topics that you would like to cover, please let me know through the comments, and I'll make such similar practical videos. Bye bye.